Welcome back again. Let's repot or mount Ynse's gift orchids. So it won't get too boring, I'll do this in 3 separate videos. Let's start with the most urgent, the bare root, Gomesa and Pleurothallis. I had left both divisions in the open bottles Ynse shipped them in. I just moistened the sphagnum moss to keep them well hydrated. Last week was extremely warm, so I kept them in the coolest part of the house I could find. Now we had a real storm overnight, that's past now, so I can quickly care for these plants under cooler circumstances. First, let's start with the Gomesa radicans. It'll be a quick mount because it came bare root. Because this species likes humid conditions, especially around the roots, I decided to mount it on a chunk of fern root and then cover the roots with the fresh sphagnum moss the plant came in. So this will be easy and quickly done. This is a rambling and creeping orchid species, so when it overgrows its mount, I can easily up-mount it to a bigger piece. Since the fern root absorbs and holds water well, I'm assured the roots won't dry out, and because of its rough structure, roots also can attach themselves very easily and even grow into the chunk. When the mount's ready, I can just squeeze it in a bonsai pot and keep it that way, or put a hook through the drainage hole and hang it up. It seems the Pleurothallis didn't like being divided, and last week's heat didn't do it any good, so it lost the older piece. But once back in a secured growing environment, it'll certainly will grow on again. But for now, a cleanup is a necessity. Since in nature it grows epiphytically or lithophytically and under very humid conditions, I decided to try and grow it in a piece of black lava rock. This material absorbs water well, so the humidity around the plant will rise, and I hope it will recover soon. Instead of moss, I will wrap the root ball in some synthetic strings. This way I won't have to disturb the plant to renew the moss. The protected root ball will then be placed in a crevice in the rock. When mounted, I put the rock in suiwan, a Japanese water dish, and covered the bottom with some dog gravel. Then I watered the plant with just plain RO water, also making sure that there's some water in the dish to evaporate and raise the humidity around the orchid. It also makes a nice display, and the dark colors will nicely contrast with the yellow clusters of flowers whenever they may come. And a closer look at the Gomesa. I didn't notice it at first, but it seems it has at least one flower spike coming and possibly a second. Again, thank you Ynse for these plants, but stay tuned, I still have a surprise for you in this video. And here's my surprise, my holy elephant, used as elephant grass in the foreground, Gomesa radicans. I started this over a year ago, and a few weeks ago I changed some things and cleaned it up, and for some reason I forgot to edit and post a video. Maybe I'll do it later. I kept the piece you sent me separately because my plants all came from the same mother plant and yours might have different genetics and grow pattern. Thanks for watching and see you in part 2.